Hello again. Welcome to another edition of CropLife Retail Week. Pschrimpf here with Sfiligoj.
Yes.
Hello, sir.
Yes, back in the studio. Good.
Yes, welcome, sir. so it's been a hellacious week for me this week. I have been doing nothing but prepping. We have travel next week. We have our advisory councils for PACE, which is our CropLife, kind of our CropLife editorial advisory group, and then we have a Precision Ag advisory group that we have the next day.
Yes.
Later on this week, I'm going on double secret missions to Denver.
To places, okay.
Yes, to Denver. To places. To Denver. It'll be fun.
Yeah,
and
quiz, trivia question, capital of Colorado. That'll not clue anybody in.
All right. Anyway, so that should be really interesting. So I've been immersed in preparing for all those things and trying to get all my questions lined up and everything else. So I have not been really paying that much attention to what's going on in the market, in the world. So
Okay.
I'm relying on you a little bit to share.
All right.
He had his druthers. He'd throw me off right now, but
Okay.
no.
I will share a little bit. Actually, last week, Paul, I was on the road, Italpollina, visiting with those folks in Anderson, Indiana at their facility, although they had the meeting in Indianapolis. The one big news to share from that event is they're getting ready to break ground, I believe, on October 23rd, across the street from their Anderson facility on a new greenhouse research facility that will be open here in 2020. So best of luck to everyone on the groundbreaking coming up next week. And if you can, send me some pictures and we'll put them on our video in a week or so.
Terrific. Well, it's good. There's still a lot of investment going on in
Yes.
the U.S. I saw at CropLife America. I was talking to Helm a little bit, and they're talking about tying fertilizer and crop protection marketing together because they have fertilizer facilities along the river down in the Mississippi Delta. And so they're talking about working with retailers, kind of joint marketing those inputs. So
Okay.
there's some stuff going on. It's very interesting.
Well, very good. Well, Paul, I do have a quiz for you since you didn't come prepared. A little bit of a math quiz, I
Ready
suspect.
to fail.
Okay. I'm going to throw two numbers out, and you tell me what they have in common. 130 and 14. Play the Jeopardy music right now, Tyler.
Boy, I don't even have a funny answer for that one. See, I don't even have my coffee mug with me, so I'm like completely out of sorts.
Okay. Well, like I said last week when I was at the event in Indianapolis, some of the folks I was there with were from the Dakotas, Minnesota, and from Saskatchewan. And those folks, when they were getting ready to leave to go back home last Friday on October 11th, were wondering if they were going to make it home because of a serious snowstorm that was going to be hitting those parts of the country. So the reason I bring this up, Paul, is apparently the last time you had snow in the Dakotas and Minnesota this early in a calendar year, let me back up. The first time this happened was 130 years ago in 1889. They had a big blizzard and about 20 inches of snow came down, ruined a lot of the crop. They said that was a 100-year event, and 130 years later, in 2005, you had another snowstorm in October. But here we are 14 years later, 86 years early, and we've, lo and behold, had another blizzard hit the Dakotas and Minnesota at exactly the wrong time here in early October. About 2 to 20 inches of snow came down, and Paul, according to some of the analysts out there, about 8 to 10 million acres of corn and 12 to 15 million acres of soybean were affected by the storm. And about a fifth of the soybean and a third of the corn had not yet reached maturity, which means that it could be severely impacted by the storm. And USDA numbers are saying that they expect the nation's harvest for soybean because of this event could be cut by 30 to 40 million bushels, and corn could be cut by 100 to 200 million bushels. So as you may imagine, Paul, this news about weather, coupled with the possibility, hints that maybe there is a U.S.-China deal in the works that could end the tariff war, have sent the commodity prices up over the last couple of days. Corn futures were up about 17 cents, nearing about $4 per bushel for December futures. And soybean, I believe, Paul, was just about at $9.40 per bushel. So there's some good news, even though this is bad news for folks directly impacted by this, but that, commodity prices are starting to move up, which is something we've been waiting for about 15 months now.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, we'll see about the tariff thing. I don't know. That's still a real wild card.
I know. They're saying that even though they have a tentative type of a deal on the table, that it may be another 5-6 weeks before something's actually hammered out. But I know a lot of folks in agriculture are keeping their fingers crossed that this might be the beginning of the end of the tariff war.
Yeah, let's hope so.
So,
anything else?
No, that's it. I'll be visiting with my friends this week in Raven, at Raven and Ranco up in the Dakotas myself, Paul. So if there's lots of snow pictures to be had, I'll be sure to send them back your way.
Great. I think it was time to bring boots yet, but I guess you have to unpack those things.
That probably might be time.
So we should have lots of fun information next week when we get back from our various travels, and
we'll be able to share what folks told us at the PACE meeting, which usually gives us a nice insight to what kind of year we've already had, which a lot of us know, but a little fingers crossed that hopefully we can speculate on what 2020 might hold.
Yep. That's it for this edition of CropLife Retail Weeks. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week. If you have questions or comments about today's episode of Retail Week, contact us by email or Twitter, or type your message in the comments section below.
Your feedback is important to us. We'll try our best to address your thoughts in next week's episode.
And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.